It's getaway day in the major leagues today. And I can't stay away from this comment I got today. I love you guys and welcome to an all new edition of All Andy Alfred right here on Clay Fan 2, 3. I am your host, Andrew Alfred. Gotta tell you, it's been an interesting couple days here on All Andy Alfred. Last night, with the Tigers being postponed, I got the chance to go see Mitch Albom. He was at the Owens Community College Center for Performing Arts, and it was an interesting discussion. He talked about his more recent book, and he opened up with the thing, Perrysburg, Ohio, you guys gave us Jim Leyland. And yes, we did. We did give him Jim Leyland. Northwest Ohio gave the Detroit Tigers Jim Leyland. And he made the comment saying it kind of sucked when they announced that they weren't allowing any smoking in the players' clubhouse anymore. But it was funny. It was interesting. It was a truthful story, and I really enjoyed it. It was a really fun atmosphere last night, but we shall see. Let's get on to last night. Like I said, the Tigers were postponed. Right now they are playing game 1 of this doubleheader day. It's a day-night doubleheader, and right now it's tied at 0 going into the 4th inning. Vasquez versus Porcello. Vasquez has got 4 strikeouts already this afternoon. Tonight we'll have the Yankees and the Tigers again at 7:05. It'll be Phil Hughes 4-0 with a 1.69 ERA taking on Jeremy Bonderman. This is stuff. 1-1 with a 5.74 ERA, and it'll be interesting to see. I got a comment from my last show. I have 2 comments from the same viewer. I'm going to read those on the air, and if you're a hockey fan, you might want to listen up to this. But the first comment came from the same guy, and this guy's name is White Sox 901. He posted on yesterday's show where we were talking about Ernie Harwell and how they had a great tribute for him, and I said that Ernie Harwell is greater than Hawk the Harrelson. White Sox 901 came out and said Hawk is greater than Ernie. I totally disagree with that. And one thing is for certain, I'm not going to challenge it because I don't want to stoop to that level, and I don't want to argue on this program. But I might argue the next point, and then we'll get to that. How about the Indians? The Indians won last night in Kansas City, 8-2. Westbrook got his first win. He goes to 1-2 with a 5.06 ERA, and Bannister gets a loss. He goes to 1-3 with a 5.18 ERA. Branyan homered yesterday, and if you haven't seen All Bets Are Off yet, beautiful stroke, like a ballerina. Tonight, again, Cleveland will be taking on Kansas City. It will be Fausto Carmona 3-1 with a 3.86 ERA taking on Brian Davies, who is 2-1 with a 5.45 ERA. Other scores yesterday in the major leagues: the White Sox did win against Minnesota 5-2. Florida beating up on the Cubs 3-2. Washington losing to the Mets. The Mets came back in the 9th to win it 8-6. Cincinnati 9, Pittsburgh 1. It was almost a no-hitter. It was a 1-hit shutout for Cincinnati. And Boston beating up on Toronto 6-1. This afternoon, like I said, it's getaway day. Right now in the top of the 5th, Cincinnati's on top of Pittsburgh 5-0. The White Sox are on top of Minnesota 2-0. Atlanta and Milwaukee are tied at the top of the inning at 0-0. Washington on top of the Mets. Florida and the Cubs are at 2:20 on WGN America, and making up their game from yesterday, Philadelphia will be taking on Colorado. That's at 3:10. With that in mind, let's take a look at the standings in the AL Central. The Twins lead the division 21-12. The Tigers are in second place, 18-14, 2.5 back of the Twins. The White Sox are in third place, 14-19, with a 7.5 games back of the Minnesota Twins. The Cleveland Indians are 12-18, 7.5 back of the Twins, and the Royals 11-22, 10 games out of first place. How about the Mud Hens last night? The Mud Hens picking up a win in Durham 5-4. Galarraga gets the win. He goes to 4-2 with a 3.92 ERA. He's getting better. That's the best thing. He's getting better, and he's improving himself. Bennett got the loss for Durham. He goes down to 0-3 with a 10.97 ERA. Whew. That's gonna hurt. Tonight the Hens will be taking on Durham again. It'll be one of their last games against Durham. It'll be Gonzalez, 1-3 with a 4.02 ERA, taking on De Los Santos, who is 1-1 with a 4.56 ERA, and Shelley, yesterday for Durham, had a home run in his 4th of the season. Let's take a look at the standings in the IL West. If you've been with us on Monday, Toledo was in 3rd. After these 2 wins, they have bumped up to 2nd. Their record right now is 18-15, 3.5 back. Columbus is actually now 21-11. They have to play a day-night doubleheader today as well against the Scranton-Wilkes-Barre Yankees. Indianapolis is 17-15, 4 games back of the Clippers, and Louisville is 13-19, 8 games back of the Vancouver Canucks. All right. I had this, and I have an email sent to my phone, and I was checking my email this morning, and I got this comment from White Sox 09. You ready for this? I'll read it to you as follows, and there is some language involved with this, so please, if you're a child, please turn down the sound on this next part. White Sox 901 has made the comment for all Andy Alfred, 5/11, 2010. My response to your response: give me a fucking break. Show that the fans don't care. Funny how when Chicago was down 5-0 after 10 minutes against Calgary, and when Chicago won 6-5 in overtime, that place was still packed. When was the last time Nationwide was packed? 2001. I guess the Jackets fans don't care then. Eh? Well, they're leaving Columbus, but anyway, there's a difference between down by 3 with a minute to go and not caring. Get a clue, man. From White Sox 091. The fans do care in Columbus, and I was down there for when they played against the Washington Capitals, and they are forming a group, Forward Together, Columbus.org. It's we have a poster outside of our studios here, and it says Columbus for the Jackets. We also have another one posted up behind me. It says, "We love our Jackets," and it just fell down. I'll pull it off here. We love our Jackets, and today they announced that the Ohio State University is going to take over Nationwide Arena, which will help provide booking for talent to come in, which will generate $1 million annually to the event, which basically combines both the Scottsdene Center and Nationwide together. But this guy right here, who's commented here, White Sox 901, he's a real idiot, let me tell you. He spells minutes wrong. He spelled minutes M-I-N-U-E-T. Didn't they teach you how to spell in high school? M-I-N-U-T-E-S. Minutes. This guy's grammar sucks. This guy's grammar is just terrible. And if you know White Sox 901, I'm using a Bruce Drennan term here, so bear with me. If you know White Sox 901, you know him to be an idiot. You don't owe anybody like that any type of money. Oh, you look at last night in the NHL playoffs. The Blackhawks did win 5-1. They win the series. Now they'll take on the San Jose Sharks. Game 1, that will be Sunday afternoon. Niemi got the win. He stopped 29-30. Luongo got the loss. He stopped 30-35. Kane, Bauer, and Bolin and Shane O'Brien were goal scorers. And tonight, Game 7, Montreal and Pittsburgh on CBC at 7 o'clock. Also, Boston and Philadelphia at 7 o'clock as well. Well, the Cavs lost again. That's basically it for the season for them. They gotta now have to play 2 games in Boston. We'll see what happens. Recommendation for the night is to go and watch American Idol tonight. Crystal Bowersox is on American Idol tonight. She'll find the results out for the nationwide vote. Voted 12 times. 12 times. And we got a surprise for you coming on Friday. On Thursday's show, tomorrow's show. I'll let you know offhand what's going to happen. But that's going to do it for all Andy Alfred. We love our jackets. And for those about to rock, we salute you. I'm Andrew Alfred. I hope you have a good day. And remember, as always, I'm pulling for you. We're all in this together. Especially the Jackets and the Tigers. Victory is sweet. You have tasted defeat. Have a nice night, everybody.